Hello everyone, welcome to this next video on our basic, so to say, course. And today will be a shorter video compared to previous one. So remember we were talking about structure and we were discussing the fact that when the market creates bearish or bullish flags, we can expect these legs to hold and create new bearish legs and basically the structure to hold. And today I want to point your attention to the fact that if we imagine what happens inside this portion of price action, so if we look closely, we have this bearish impulse, and then we have this demand supply zone here, and then price comes here and taps. So how will the price look on lower time frames here? So once again, we have bearish price action, and now imagine price comes here. So this part of price action, which is a bullish pullback inside of bearish overall structure, we will of course see something like this, yeah, like it's natural. So this is like daily and this is 4 hours. But then when the structure starts to be more confluent with lower time frames and higher time frames, we will see shifts on 4 hours, on 1 hour, on 5 minutes, and so on. So it's important to understand that, and I was mentioning this, but now we need to do this small task. It's important to understand the market is fractal. You see, the structure looks like this on daily. Now let's go to 30 seconds. The structure looks basically the same, okay? So this was the end of the session, so that's why it's not exactly the same, but this is 15 seconds. You see? Look at this. Again, structure just holds. So we have impulses, we have bigger supply zones, we have smaller supply zones, we have supply zones which hold perfectly on 15 seconds. And we have zones that hold perfectly on 1 minute, on 1 hour, on 4 hours, on daily, weekly, and monthly. The difference between them is the speed, of course. But if we know that we have the same basic principle of structure on every and each time frame, then we can use it to find high confluence, high probability setups. And what I mean is we can wait for our bearish daily leg, then bearish 4 hour, bearish 15 minute, and bearish 1 minute to enter, for instance. And we will discuss how we will do it later. But the basic principle is confluence of context and bias. We will talk more about context and bias because it's very important, but for now, what you should do. So this is your task. You take any kind of chart, and first you ask yourself what the price did before, yeah, and you just tell, so okay, it created bearish ranges, and then you say, okay, price moved in bearish structure, and now what is the most recent, so this is the homework actually, what is the most recent range on daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and 5 minute. Okay, so let's mark up the daily. So on daily we had this break of structure. Let me clean the chart. So on daily we had this break of structure, and now we have this as a protected high. Remember the rule of left to right and the rule of pullback for marking up your charts. And this is the low, the target in the future. So daily is bearish. Now let's go to 4 hours. 4 hours, we also can say quickly, like everything is just moving bearish overall, but what is the actual recent range in price action? So the actual recent range in price action is this one, is bearish. So this is the high, protected high, and the low is the same as on daily. Now let's go on for 1 hour, and on 1 hour we see that it's just in full confluence with 4 hours, and we have the same bearish range. It's not perfect from the standpoint of how it looks, because it's like not one move like this one. So we have this huge range, but that's okay for now. Oh, sorry. So yeah, if technically I was wrong here, and we have a different protected high and at 1 hour. So this is the 4 hour, this is the 1 hour, and then you go to 5 minutes and you find your recent range on 5 minutes. And as you see on 5 minutes is also bearish, because oh sorry, yeah, actually it is bearish, so the high is here. So in this case, what can we expect? We have all ranges, all price expansions bearish, and in this case our first expectation is just to look for continuation of ranges. Okay, this is of course just a very simplistic way, but this is just the exercise. Okay, so this is the first exercise, and then so you just take any chart and go from daily to 4 hour to 1 hour to 5 minute and find the recent ranges you are currently in on all these time frames. And then second task will be something like this. You go and find a bearish structure like on this chart, and then you say, but you need to find a price action with pullback, so something like we have here. So we have an impulse and then pullback in the works, you know, and it would be nice to take a replay tool, and you mark up this bearish range, and now you need to find a place where like pullback was bullish but then reshifted back bearish. So what I mean here is this. You see, we had this bullish leg and we are still bullish, you see. So we have this bullish leg on 4 hours and we are still bullish. So you play the price until it shifts back bearish. So this is the time where we have daily bearish. Now we started a pullback with shift back bullish on 4 hours, but then we found a place where it shifted back bearish on 4 hours. Now you play the price and wait for a small pullback on this time frame. So this is enough, and go to 1 hour and see that your 1 hour shifted back bullish. You see, with this break of structure, we have a bullish leg, and now you tell, okay, my daily is bearish, my 4 hours is bearish, but my 1 hour shifted back bullish, and you just make a effect out of this, like for a markup. And now you are waiting for 1 hour to shift back bearish. So we have this shift on 1 hour. So we are doing this just to see how structure develops. And now you wait for a small pullback as well on this time frame. So you could take this one, or I want to be honest, to have a bigger pullback. So I am not sure if I will get it. So let's look. Let's use this one. So we have bearish 1 hour, and then we go to 5 minutes, and we now have 1 hour bearish, 4 hour bearish, daily bearish, and 5 minutes. We just want to wait for a shift. So we had this bullish range on 5 minutes, so this price expansion, and we just want to see the break and say for the fact that we are now bearish on 5 minutes as well. So we had this huge expansion. Technically, we could use this inside structure, but just for the sake of the exercise, let's wait for this break. Okay. So yeah, finally we have this break, and now at this stage we have again bearish 5-minute range. But yeah, we then shifted the back bullish on 1 hour, but that's okay. That's okay. We just made this exercise that, to see how the structure develops. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Let me know if you have questions, and let's work with structure based on this video. Bye.